when creating a drawing of something, it's often that things are scaled down. You know, you wouldn't want to, if you're drawing up the blueprints for a building, you wouldn't want the piece of paper for you to be working on to have to be the same size as the building. That's just impractical. So instead, what we use are what are called scale drawings, and these scale drawings take each of these measurements and scale them down. But you need to keep them all proportional. And what we can do is we can say that the actual length divided by the drawing length needs to be consistent throughout the entire drawing. So in this case, this example, we have a car that's 16 feet 6 inches long, and the drawing of this is going to be 4 1/8 inches. So whatever number that comes out to be, we call that the well, that's the scale that we're using here. This number divided by that number. So the actual length divided by the drawing length is going to be our scale. So, and this needs to be true for all the measurements. So in this case, we say that it needs to be equal to the actual width divided by the drawing width, because this needs to be the same scale. We want this 6 feet divided by 1.5 inches to be equal to that same scale as well. Alright, so if we wanted to actually figure out what the scale is here, then the best thing to do to start off with would be to rewrite everything so that they're all using all the same units, because we had some things in feet, some things in inches, and it gets overly complicated if you're trying to do all that stuff in the middle of a problem. So what we would want to do is we'd want to start off by starting off with 16 feet 6 inches, and say that this is 16 feet plus 6 inches. And well, 16 feet, let me figure out how many inches that is. 16 times 12 is 192, so this is 192 inches plus 6 inches, so we have a total of 198 inches. That's 16 feet 6 inches. You can see it's replaced with 198 inches there. 4 1/8 inches we don't need to do anything with, it's already in inches, but we would need to convert 6 feet, and that one's easy. 6 times 12 gives us 72, so that means this part here is 72 inches. And at this point, it's just a matter of checking to see what number we end up getting here. So if we take 198 divided by, well, 4 1/8, I'm going to put this in parentheses, 4 plus 1/8. It might have been smart for me to convert that to a fraction instead of leaving it as a mixed number, because mixed numbers are kind of a little bit annoying to plug into the calculator. But you can do it like this. We get 48. So I said this number divided by that number is 48, but since we're talking about a ratio, we want to express this as a ratio of two integers. So 48 to 1. So the scale that's used here is a scale of 48 to 1, or often I think you'd say 1/48th scale for this particular drawing.